Good afternoon and welcome to the cast. I'm Victoria Ervolino here at SUNY New Paltz, where today we're taking a look into the women behind the scenes in media production. Digital Media and Journalism, or DMJ, is one of the most popular majors offered at New Paltz. With a 56% female to 44% male student makeup, one would assume the same is reflected in the industry. In reality, beyond college, women only represent 28% of the production sphere. Why is that? Live is Saf Mall reporting from the SUNY New Paltz campus with two of DMJ's very own. Take it away, Saf.
All right, so can you tell me a little bit about how your experience as a woman in the digital media production major at SUNY New Paltz has been?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of good and I've had a lot of bad. I am happy with all the other women and students I've gotten to work with in the department. I have a lot of inspiring professors and other students that I've gotten to work with projects on. But I have also run into my fair share of people that tend to lean on the misogynistic side, people that just did not want to listen to my ideas or my concerns and would rather a man say it than I did. I will say, compared to my friends at other schools studying film and production, I feel like we have one of the better situations here at New Paltz.
How do you feel about entering a field where there are significantly less opportunities for women and less female representation?
I think it's really scary. I think that I, like a lot of other women in my classes, are feeling passionate about what they're doing, but, you know, just like intimidated by entering a space that is dominated by men, because that is such a different environment. And, you know, especially when you're not seeing women in the roles that you want to do, it's kind of hard to imagine yourself in that space. And so I think that it's definitely a little intimidating, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, it's definitely a little concerning. I'm excited, of course, as an aspiring media maker, but I will say, like, I recently worked on a professional project when I had time off of school. I swear it literally was 15 white men and then one white woman. I don't know if I was expecting to see more women because that's what I see here at SUNY New Paltz, but it definitely was like a little eye-opening, and I hope that we can work in the direction of getting more women in the field. And by doing that, by being students here at SUNY New Paltz and furthering our careers in that and not giving up when things get hard.
Are there any changes in general that you would like to see to the digital media department at SUNY New Paltz specifically?
I think that we have a really wonderful education environment here where, you know, a lot of our professors are women and a lot of our fellow students are female, but I think that, you know, maybe there needs to be a little bit of a reality check and kind of like gearing women up to kind of do what they're going to have to do is fight for themselves and advocate for themselves. And so maybe if there's classes kind of specifically geared to women in film where we're not just learning about, you know, film studies, but like actually what it looks like to be a female producer, and so women can start kind of envisioning themselves in those roles, which they might not get to see as much once they actually head out into the production sphere.
Thanks for giving us a look at the students' perspective, Saf. After the break, we'll be speaking with professor, documentarian, and filmmaker Megan Sperry to learn more about the issue. The cast will be right back.
As women behind the camera, we work together to bring stories to life. The TV and film industry is a world of inspiring careers. Join our crew, be a part of our story, and one day you can be there for lights, camera, action.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the cast. Our next guest is Megan Sperry, a documentary filmmaker, owner of Little Light Pictures, LLC, and tenured professor at SUNY New Paltz. She teaches a variety of production courses at the university, such as Real Women, Women in Film, which studies women-directed films and corresponding feminist literature. It's a pleasure to have you, Megan.
Thanks for having me.
Can you tell us how you got your start in film production and some of the challenges you faced breaking into a male-dominated industry?
Sure. So I should first say that my foray into the industry wasn't traditional by any means. The first film I worked on was a documentary, a feature-length documentary about affordable housing options in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. and we were a crew of 3 and I was the only female. So it wasn't your normal kind of like intro to the industry, but it definitely was a microcosm of it.
Very interesting. Why do you think that universities such as SUNY New Paltz often have a high number of female production majors, yet women make up less than a third of the industry?
So first I'd say that our female population at SUNY New Paltz is not abnormal versus the national landscape. We are pretty much on track. And what we do know that is in film departments and media studies, you know, it's about a 50% makeup of female students. And then if you look into the industry, when, you know, women are in their 20s or early 30s, that drops by about half. And then if you look at above the line positions, when, you know, women are further along in their career, those numbers can vary anywhere from 1 to like 4%.
Those numbers are striking. Finally, what changes would you like to see in the industry to make it a more inclusive space for women?
So what I would say to any student is that if you are passionate about filmmaking, it's, you know, competitive, so you're going to have to work hard. But female students and female filmmakers have to work even harder. So networking, building community, and just keep showing up and, you know, knocking on the door.
Thank you so much for being here and giving your invaluable input on this complex matter.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for tuning into today's program. Here at the Cast, we believe in gender equality and empowerment for all women and girls. Women in Film is an organization that has been working for 50 years to advocate and advance for the careers of women, non-binary, and trans people working in the screen industry. If you would like to support this cause, visit womeninfilm.org. That's all the time we have today for the Cast News. I'm Victoria Ervolino.